Hi, I'm Ingrid Rizzolo, and it's my talk. Tonight, I deal with the hot topic of Kristen Welker and the second presidential debate. Indeed, it was a night to remember. That night, I didn't recognize Kristen. I didn't know who she was. But I'm a fast learner, and now I, along with the rest of the world, know of
Kristen Welker of NBC News, and I welcome you to the final 2020 presidential debate between President Donald J. Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden.
All of us who listen to the second presidential debate, we will not forget this unforgettable performance anytime soon. Kristen Welker is a journalist with NBC, a White House correspondent and co-anchor of Weekend Today for her network. And now, Kristen Welker has gone down in history as the second black woman to moderate the presidential debate. Yay! What an honor. The first was Carol Simpson in 1992. I was proud to see a woman being given the honor of moderating such a high-stakes debate. And I was doubly proud when I learned that she was black. Do you know who else was proud that night? The now 83-year-old Dorothy Butler Gilliam, the first African-American female reporter at the Washington Post. Yeah. Like Dorothy, Kristen was given her moment and she stepped into it. Kristen Welker's performance that night was a vindication of others. The way she handled herself was a tribute to all journalists and a validation of the importance of their role in keeping the political electorate accountable. But in particular, her performance was a vindication of the honor of Cecilia Vegas of ABC, Yamiche Alcindor of PBS, Weijia Jiang, and sorry if I didn't say it right, of CBS, and Caitlin Collins of CNN. All fine journalists belittled and attacked by the White House for doing their job in such a way as if to say, who gives you the right to have an opinion? How dare you not appease me? You are a woman, stay in your place. Perhaps such reactions are born out of a process of gendered socialization. Perhaps because the patriarchal subjugation of women persists, manifesting itself in grudging sharing of power, and only doing so by making female journalists work harder than their male peers to be taken seriously. But Kristen Welker is an award-winning journalist. In 2010, she was nominated for an Emmy for the coverage of the midterm election. Kristen Welker was also the proud winner of Outstanding Journalism Broadcast Television Award for Women in Journalism. So Kristen is no stranger to receiving accolades for her work as a journalist. In 2019, Kristen went on to win the 45th Annual Gracie Award along with panelists Andrea Mitchell, Rachel Maddox, and Ashley Parker for their moderation of the Democratic primary presidential debate in 2019. On the night of the second presidential debate, however, Kristen entered the ring alone. And she gave us a night to remember. Indeed, she brought all her experiences and journalistic competencies to the fore and gave us what was a memorable night. It was a night to remember, as it was the night when a mere mortal held the Donald in check.
From him. President Trump, we're talking about race right now, and I do want to stay on the issue of race. President Trump.
This was indeed a feat, given the debacle of the first presidential debate. It was something seasoned journalist Chris Wallace had failed miserably at in debate number 1.
I got rid of it. I'd like to we will protect people. President, I'm the moderator of this debate.
Welker was a combination of beauty, class, brains, and doggedness. She was unfazed by the Donald. Welker called both presidential candidates to task on topics of COVID-19, climate change, school openings and families, and race in America. She was eminently well prepared on the issues to be debated. I myself would have liked to see her process of preparation. She seemed to feel unpressured by the gravity of the night's proceedings. She came to do a job, and she did it effortlessly with poise and dignity. Welker, in fact, set a standard for the moderation of future debates. She would not back
On
down.
China policy, though, what specifically are you going to do? What specifically are you going to do to make China pay? You said you're going to do it.
Until questions were answered. Prior to the debate, President Trump labeled her as unfair, but nothing like this was reflected in her performance as moderator that night. Unfairness was not detectable in her administrations. She was, in fact, fair to all. Even Fox News. Hear the fact that she didn't shy away from asking Joe Biden about what might be considered by Fox News as the elephant in the room, as she openly questioned Joe Biden about his son's foreign business dealings. This was a gotcha issue with the Trump campaign, which accuses Biden of improprieties related to his son's dealings. It is a tribute to Kristen Welker that the debate was kept on an even keel and that it did not sink to the level of brawl-like sparring as obtained in the first presidential debate. With Kristen Welker as director of this particular scene in the debate screenplay, the scene that unfolded was Oscar-worthy. Kristen Welker gave a stellar performance that night. I now understand why Rachel Maddox declared her a winner in the night's debate. What do you think? Born of a black mother and a white father, Kristen symbolizes the best of a united America. This is Ingrid Rizzolo, and it has been my talk. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment below for me. Have a good night.